Looks like we're alive. Hello, everyone. How is everything going? I didn't leave you a red intentionally. I was trying to figure out what the actual title for the stream was going to be. Right. So, first one's USA, second one Bahrain. Let's see where we are in terms of sprint league. Wait and see what's going on here. Got about a couple minutes before we're meant to start. Sprint standings. Where are we at? After Stewart. So, Robin, who I believe isn't here today. Oh no, Robin is here today. So he's got a 24-point lead on Boomer. Then that's followed up by Staber and Swen, who are on identical points. Jack and Milsey also in with a shout, but a long way back with about about 8 races to go. Could be interesting. Which Jack? That's 3. It's not 3 Jacks. But the one I was talking about was the one in, well, the one I'm currently on, LIXN. Not 3 Jacks, it's the other Jack. C2. No, Jacko and Jack, both the McLarens today. Streamlink is in, so that should be good. Shouldn't be that long until we get going properly now then. Is apparently still trying to get in, so we are going to wait for to actually figure out what his game's doing, and then we could go. Minor Ferrari as usual, Major in a Red Bull, Boomer in the Haas. Both Jackson and McLaren will in the Mercedes. His points tallies recently has not been great. Helen in Alfa Romeo, which is interesting. Blood in Alpine could set him up today. Albertari from Mildy. Staber in a Williams, which is just incredibly unfortunate in there with Donny. Reaper in a Mercedes. Swen and Robin both in Aston Martins, even though Robin, current championship leader. Luke in an Alfa Romeo. Joke in a Red Bull. A few people could win tonight. Waiting for a couple more. Alpine for as well. Just waiting for people to ready up now and we can go. Hello to everyone watching this one then. USA and then Bahrain. Could see a few people spinning out today, I reckon. Though it looked like we're about to go, actually. Alright. Here we go. First race in. I'm pretty sure this is the first race for Sprint back from a winter break. Hello, Boomer. Put some oil spills on the track. It'll make people spin out. I don't think that can happen. I don't think that can happen. But yeah, right. Looks like we're about to go into qualifying. One-shot qualifying. As per. Just waiting on wow. People putting in their setups essentially. We'll go from there. We're not watching Mario Kart. We are not watching Mario Kart. Hello, Robin. We are waiting for about 3 more seconds or so. Hello, our man. Nice, always nice to see you in chat. I was going to take another drink. Hello, Rigo as well. I was going to take a drink, but we've just started the lap. Matt goes to the back because he always does. Don't need that. So, here we go. Boomer not having a great start to the track here at all. It looked like Bloodwave is. He goes through the first sector, down into 6th, and an awful end to that S's part in the States. The end of the first sector still on top, though, into the second sector, and Jack and the McLaren's taking the top spot, as he is really lucky to take a large chunk out of Robin tonight. We'll wait and see whether or not he's able to. Bloodwave retakes that first place as we head down the long back straight at Kota. It looked like the Alpine a little bit of a rocket ship. First and third right now, both driven by Tier 1 drivers, however. Donnie in fourth in the Williams. It doesn't look like Staber's had a nice time. Staber might have spun out. Currently sits himself at 15th. He's going to have to do a bit better than that. Bloodwave in first still to go into the third sector, though. Jack second and third. Donnie fourth. Jack fifth. Millsy sixth. Will seventh. Boomer 8th and Reaper 9th, and then Robin rounding out the top 10. Boomer dropping a couple of places as we go through towards the final corner now. Bloodwave leading almost from start to finish. He had that little blip at the beginning of the second sector, but he's on pole. Jack 2/10 further back, and no one else even remotely close. An entire second behind his Alpine teammate for the day. And then you've got the McLaren. You got 1, 2 front row in that order being the Alpine, and then the exact same order for the second row Alpine, then McLaren. And then you got Donnie 5th, Millsy 6th. Wait, I managed to open a bottle on my own. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Look at that. That's a lot of a spread when it comes to putting time on the board here. 3.5 seconds between the gap between some people. Look at that. We go down. Staber got the Staber invalidated. Joker invalidated. Matt decided to not do his lap as he usually does. So we get to see the strategies that might be behind this one. It's obviously going to be soft to medium, but a case of when you pit in, when do you try and make a move? Whereabouts are you going to make a move? But yeah, it might be a case that most do it down the back straight. We'll wait and see. Got about 14 seconds now until the start of the race. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Who's got the best start? It looks like the McLaren might have a good jump here on the Alpine, and he has. Jack straight to the lead. Also, the Williams get a very good jump out of turn 1. And, yeah, he actually gets in front of who is in front of Will and Jack. Will also getting a good start. And, well, the McLaren is on fire. However, the other McLaren has dropped all the way back. Staber gets in front of Joker, and Donny spun it! Donny spun it! Donny's going to drop back a decent way here. We've got a large chunk of people in a small space. But it looks like that Jack and Bloodwave have managed to clear a long gap already. Donny did get himself great off the start. Oh, that Will having a little bit of an error. Might open the door here for Robin. Yellow flag in sector 2 is the AlphaTauri, I think that is. Yeah, it is the AlphaTauri of Milsey. Major gets in front of Matt as they go down the back straight. You can see in the distance there. Actually going to see an Aston Martin versus an Alfa Romeo to the inside. Milsey's left the session. Here comes the Alfa Romeo to the inside now in the following corner. Should be able to hold himself for a little bit here. Oh, he's gone round! He's gone round! Oh, that was incredible. There's a little bit of a... I'm not sure if there's a bit of a tap or too much throttle or whatever it was, but that was a bit all over the place. And Alfa Romeo paying the price. Milsey's brakes are locked on, which is not usually a good sign. Still got Jacko trying to take out a bit in the Aston Martins. Staber also trying to catch up to Robin, because that's what Staber needs right now. Staber needs to be taking chunks out of Robin, not the other way around. Hallinan had to pit after he hit the wall in the final sector. Here comes Major versus Luke, and we're not going to get a good camera angle as it goes into the S of this battle, which means there's probably not an overtake coming here. They both go very deep into the final S. Not really an awful lot going to happen as we head down until we hit the straight. Sorry, I guess I'm sneezing tonight. Boomer did get in front of Matt as we were watching this battle. Robin also got really close for a minute there and then dropped off quite substantially from Will. Also, see Jacko versus Sven. I'm actually going to watch it from the point of view of Staber, considering no one else is actually giving us a good enough camera angle. Still going on the battle here. Major versus Luke. Major's on the inside. Luke's going to hold it. Luke's going to do well there as well. It's hold off Donny and Joker as well, considering those two feeling the brunt of a holding move by Luke there. Yellow flag in sector 2. That's a Mercedes. Reaper has span it out directly behind the battle here. Managed to get it working again. Major not able to make a move stick here against Luke, who's doing exceptionally well in Alfa Romeo to stick it in the places that Major doesn't want him to stick it in. Also got a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a gap shrinking at the front between Jack and Bloodwave. Here comes two separate battles going on here. We're going to actually watch Joker and Donny to the inside. Not going to be able to hold off Donny though, because the exit is just far superior. And then back to the battle between Major and Luke. Again, if you get the S's wrong, it might open the door later on for the person directly behind you to try and make a move. Looks like Luke survived though. Major in that Red Bull definitely has a bit more pace. Well, pace that he can find anyway. Whether or not he's able to use it is a different question. Down the inside here, he actually backs out of the move. Hold Luke off. He's going to get DRS and should make quick work of this Alfa Romeo. He got on board with Major right now, who's got DRS but not really making much of it. And he goes down and actually does finally stick the move. Also, Joker on Donny behind us. The lunge, and I don't think it's come off as well as Joker would have anticipated. It did look like he was going to stick it for a minute, but he didn't in the end. Also, Bloodway still in the DRS range of Jack and closing the gap a little bit. Well, he was, and then he lost a little bit of time and brought it back down to 0.6 of a second. And they're going to head up the hill now at the beginning of the lap, as we continue to watch on battles from a bit further back. Here comes Sven versus Jack, actually, and it looks like, I think Sven might hold this one. Sven on the soft tyre is going to hold him for a little bit. Stable look to the inside there, look to try and make something work. A switchback attempt here from Jack. If he could get this to stick, then this would be incredible. He's got the inside line into the S's. He's actually going to make it stick. It took him a couple of corners further on than the actual switchback attempt itself. But he got it to stick, and he got it to stick pretty well. Joker and Luke look like he's lost a number of places right now. Wow, something happened back there. Sven, Staber, both going to have DRS. Millsy gets in front of Hallinan. Jack also gets overtaken by Bloodwave there. I can only assume with the use of DRS. Do we continue on, seeing if Sven can make something happen? He goes to the inside here, and he gets it to happen. You make your own opportunities. He had to fight Jack back, because Jack stuck his one at the beginning of the lap, but he's made it stick, and he's actually going to have to face Jack again. He's got the inside now. Maybe a better exit could help him. It's a better exit for Sven, though. And these three going hammer and tongue at this, and Staber's not really had a look in right now. It looks like we got a yellow flag further on the backfield, and there you go. Donny span it round. He's lost quite a number of positions as a result. Jack's on medium, Staber and Sven both on the soft tyre. So you would expect Jack to be in a far better position right now. He is not going to be able to get Sven here, though. Maybe to the look to the inside, puts his front wing in there, but not able to do anything about it. We go for the S's now. We might switch a quick look to the front of the grid when the DRS kicks in the back straight before looking at this one yet again. We're actually going to do that now, taking a quick look at the battle between Jack and Bloodwave. These two attempt to try and chunk a lead out of Robin's championship hopes right now. There'll be a decent amount of points taken out, but the direct rival to Robin is 3 places back. So people like Jack and Bloodwave trying to do something, but coming from further back in the championship to do it. Wasn't able to happen there between Jack and Bloodwave, who seemingly has Jack on the wraps right now. Here comes the other Jack, the other McLaren though, looking for a move, trying to go to the inside. He might do a switchback attempt here if he can get a better exit. He doesn't get a better exit, and Sven just about holds on. Boomer gets past Luke in the process as we continue to watch this battle unfold. Actually going to have a quick look at Boomer and Luke before those go back onto the straight. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen there. Sven having to fend off the DRS as we go up the hill now. Is he going to be able to fend off the DRS? Jack looks to the inside. He's got his car alongside. Maybe to stick it in. He's just still too far back. He's definitely tried in every single way. But he's not been able to do it. Oh, he's looking for it again. He definitely got a better run out of that corner. Again, not really able to make that final landing stick. Also brings Major into the back of this. However, Major, in doing so, picks himself up 3 seconds worth of track limit penalties. It's a mute point right now, considering he's 3.9 seconds ahead of the Red Bull teammate for the day in Joker, and it's probably sticking Knight. However, it's not a it's not all mute considering he's got a three-way fight in front of him. And here comes Jack to the inside. He's put himself alongside Sven now. And he's got the inside. He's still not able to make that final move stick. And it's a little bit of a shove wide there by Sven. It's still Jack on the inside, waiting for it to stick. Yellow flag in the background. I think it's Donny again. And I think Jack has made this one finally stick. Maybe Staber as well. Staber to the inside, trying to capitalise. That Williams is going to capitalise and gets in front, and just in before, Major in the wall. Major in the wall. You saw him lose control of the car on the way out of the final corner. Not able to hold it together. Staber still holding it off from Sven right now. And he's actually going to hold it off from Sven for a little while longer until he goes extremely deep. It's just about able to hold him. But he has lost a chunk of time to Jack in front. McLaren able to clear some space by virtue of Staber's help. When Staber just used it to get past Sven, and he did it pretty nicely and already cleared that second gap. Which leaves us with one more battle realistically left on the grid right now, and it's the one for the lead. We had an excellent battle between Staber, Sven and Jack there, and I don't think that it will be over by the time this one... I don't think it's the last we'll see of that battle in this race. Joker picked up 3 seconds as well. The Red Bull not enjoying themselves today. Joker has pit, Donny has pit, Luke has pit. We'll see where they are roughly when everyone else decides it's their turn to pit. We're on lap 7 now. I wouldn't be too surprised if the soft tyre runners started to make their way into the pits. Hello, Saeed. It doesn't look like they're going to make their way in just yet. Maybe half on the softs, half on the mediums, I'm guessing. I'm surprised those softs aren't worn off yet. Jacko actually closing it in on Robin. This might be good news for Staber. Might be able to take some points out of Robin. Especially knowing there's a second race left, and if you're right beside him on the grid, all you need is a better start and you can launch your title hope from there. Yellow flag in sector 3. It's a Red Bull. It's Joker. Joker's gone because Major's in the pits. Joker span it round. Also an Alfa Romeo putting it in the wall of the third sector. I believe that's Luke. That is Luke that's done that. And Jack has DRS, but he's outside the range. Yep, and Bloodwave has got it sorted. Bloodwave has done the job. He's managed to overtake Jack. And I think he's managed to pull away enough at the very least. Also, Jacko really closing that one in on Robin for 5th right now. Robin's got to hold on. Jacko's already had one battle with an Aston Martin in the in this race, and he won it even when the Aston Martin was on the quicker tyre. I think it might be raining. It has started raining. Well then, that could add an extra dimension. Also explains why the soft runners haven't actually pit yet. As now comes into pit. As immediately after I said that, here comes Jack against Robin. Jack comes into pit now. I can only assume this is to go on to intermediate tyres. It has to be. This has to be the intermediate tyre coming out. And it is the intermediate tyre coming out. Jack and Bloodwave go one more. Probably the smarter choice. I can understand if you were on softs that you wouldn't be able to reach one more lap. I don't think the ground has quite got to an intermediate level yet. I don't think it will have by the time you got on the track either. However, it does say the pit. So we'll wait and see what actually does happen here. 0.6 of a second. It's actually closing in on Boomer, even though he's on technically the slower tyre for right now. Another 3 seconds there for Major, who pitted onto the medium tyre at the beginning of the lap and will go into the pits for intermediates now. Is losing time, so that's an indication that right now it's not quite intermediate level. Luke gets 5 seconds for speed into the pit lane. Everyone seems to be jumping the gun a little bit with the rain. Wait and see whether or not that's by design or by good design anyway. DRS has now been disabled. Oh, there goes Jack! And, well, I guess it was by good design because everyone's seemingly struggling on the medium tyres now. And the soft tyres, and it's a really good decision here by and it's a really good decision here by Jack as well. Bloodwave survived long enough to get to the pits, but how long has he lost? How much time has he realistically lost to those behind him, those two particular on the intermediate tyres? Donny's gone as well. Oh no, not Donny, is that? No, that's a Mercedes, sorry. That's a Mercedes, that's Reaper that's gone. In comes the first 5 all to pit. There goes Staber and Swen. Boomer goes in as well. I assume Reaper and Donny are about to follow. What's the order they come out in? So Bloodwave is considerably in front. Also, well, his decision for the intermediate tyre to lap early dragged him all the way to second. Will also beats Jack out the pits after Jack's spin. Jack is now going to be alongside Jacko as we go in this race. Robin in 6th, Staber in 7th. Reaper gets 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. The rain shaking things up a little bit here. Yellow flags. I think Joker may have just had a bit of a meltdown as he went into the pits. He has. And lost it. Matt up to 10th. And realistically, no fight for the lead now. The fight for the lead well and truly dead. Bloodwave 10 seconds up the road. He is quite literally 3/4 of that straight in front of anyone else. Erm's closing it down, but realistically the question is for how long? Will 1.6 seconds behind Erm. Jack further 3.4. Followed by Jacko, a further 3.8. Robin, 1.1. Staver, 2.5 behind the current championship leader. There's number 1 versus number 2, 6th and 7th right now. Robin would extend his lead, albeit by the smallest amount. And considering Staber's invalidation in qualifying, I don't think Staber would be awfully disappointed with this. Joker went on to medium tyres. What is he doing? Well, I guess the answer what he's doing is spinning all over the place because he's almost certainly on the wrong tyre. Won't go back. Donny gets 3 seconds for track limits. It won't go back dry before the end of this race. Absolutely won't. You're not going to be able to get away with it now. Donny trying to fight Reaper with 11 seconds behind Matt, so 17 seconds behind Boomer. Staber's closing in on Robin, who's losing time on Jack. And we've still got a few battles that could happen here. Battle for the lead, sure as hell not one of them. We do have Swen versus Boomer, 2 tier 2 lads going at it. Neither of them had the greatest showing at Monaco on Sunday night. Oh, Swen's had a problem there. Swen's had a problem there. That's going to open the door. Will Boomer take that door? No, it's been slammed very, very much shut by Swen. Slammed it straight in the face of Boomer there. Boomer's gonna have a shot with no DRS, sorry, but slipstream down the straight. Yellow flag again. This time for Joker on the medium tyres. It's a bad idea to stay out. Robin 1.8 seconds, opening the gap ever so slightly right now to Staber. As we continue to watch Swen and Boomer go at it. The only battle we currently have on the field. Joker's out. The Joker is out. Whether or not that causes anything, we'll wait and see. I don't think it will. I think we might be a little bit too late for it to actually cause anything. Albeit, if it did cause a safety car, it would be 1 lap. Swen just about holding Boomer off right now, and Staber gained half a second in this last sector on Robin, as that title battle seemingly gets more and more intense. If Staber can get in front of Robin, albeit very, very minuscule gains, it's a gain nonetheless. It would be a gain that Staber would want right now. And it would also keep Staber one place behind Robin when we reverse the standings from the end of this race for the next one in Bahrain. And Staber is usually exceptionally good at Bahrain, to the point where I'm pretty sure he's won multiple races there. Maybe one tier 1 sprint. Reaper's out! Oh, he's out in the pit, so we're not getting anything from it. But Reaper is out. So he just left for some reason. Staber still closing in. Got a few battles that might actually occur by the end of this race. Will trying to get Jack also trying to get his name in the hat there. Staber trying to get his name in the hat against Robin. And also the battle we've been watching for a couple of laps now. Boomer versus Sven. Don't know why Boomer's able to do an awful lot though, considering he's the closest to anyone right now. Staber looked for the second that he might be able to drag it within a second. Jack, however, has managed to drag it within a second. If he gets a go at Will, sorry, then it might just hand second place in this race. Boomer still going. Staber closing in. And it looks like Jack also closing in. Here comes Boomer looking to the inside. Sven's going to close the door again. He's just about holding on, and Jack has just thrown any chance of a podium down the drain as he puts himself 3 seconds in a hole. And Sven right now just about holding Boomer off. Boomer going for a switchback, being too far away, I think. Just about again. These two going hammer and tongue. Just not able to happen for Boomer right now, though. Mistake for Sven would definitely open the door. Staber also extremely close. Oh, well, never mind. It won't open the door now. Boomer 3 seconds worth of penalties has just handed Sven that position, regardless of what happens here, unless Sven spins. And in that case, we're actually going to go on the battle between Staber and Robin. Luke. There's 3 seconds for Luke, but that's a mute point considering he is last right now. Still got a few turns, and then an extra lap for Staber to do something against the current championship leader. Here's number 1 versus number 2. I am very interested to see where this one goes from here. It looks like Staber's going to might have one more shot at this. He's got within a quarter of a second, within 2 tenths. A little bit better of a corner there for Robin. The cap should be coming down though. The exit was better. Robin tried to break the toe here. He does his one move. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. That's one of the Alfa Romeos there right at the back. I think it's Luke. Staber has one more shot. Can he gain on the championship leader? Well, Staber's third right now. It's 1v3. Boomer's second. Sorry, so Boomer's out of the picture for now. He's losing a lot of chances there against Robin. It's 1v3 here, sorry. Correction. Sven picks up 3 seconds, so that battle has gone back to the way it was. Boomer should have an extra shot at it at the end of the lap. He might have a shot at it now. Boomer's going to have a real good go. Here comes Staber on Robin. Robin makes his one move. Staber's got a chance. But that straight line speed isn't going to help him out. Boomer's going to get Sven, in the other Aston Martin. In 8th and 9th. Or he looked like he was for a minute. Actually going to see if he can actually pull it off. Had it on the inside. He's going to go the long way here on Sven. He's not going to be able to do it. Yellow flag for an Alfa Romeo. Doesn't matter because he'll be able to finish the race. Here comes Boomer up the inside. Is he going to be able to make it stick? He's still up the inside. He's on the inside still. Now it's Sven with the inside line. Staber picks up 3 seconds. Jacko picks up 3 seconds. It's not going to give Robin an extra place. And Boomer's not able to do it. Boomer is not able to do it yet. He has one last shot. If he could get a good run out the final corner, or the last corner here, sorry. This is realistically his last shot. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Swen's just going to cover it over. Bloodwave wins by a country mile in the USA. And Swen's going to hold off Boomer for 8th. So it's a 1-2 for Alpine. Bloodwave didn't really have anyone to compete with in the second half of that race. Jack's spin ended any hope of a competition there. But he wins it quite dominantly. In second, Will in third. Jack in fourth after penalties ended any chance he realistically had. Bloodwave wins his third race of the season, becoming the only person on the entire grid to do so. Staber not able to take anything out of Robin there, a 40-point gap. He does go ahead of Swen by the smallest margins in third, and gains on Boomer, but it's Robin the big winner out of that race, I reckon. Gains a little bit more on Boomer, gains the slightest amount on Staber. But still, nonetheless, it's more of a margin. Jack also a huge, well, would have been a huge winner had he actually kept his car on the track in the rain there. But he is still probably the big winner in terms of people on the track right now. Closes his gap to the lead. Also closes his gap to those around him. But there you go. That's the end of the first race. Pretty good race there for Matt as well. Top 10 finish from 17th. Not so good races for Milty and for Donny, 6th and 5th, 11th and 12th. All for Reaper, who finishes double his place at the start. Staber, pretty good race, 15th to 6th. 15th to 7th, sorry. They had a pretty good, some had extremely good races. Some had disappointments. I feel like Jack would have been is going to be a little bit annoyed as well, the fact that he couldn't do more than he already did. But with that, I need a couple minutes break. I'll be back in 1 minute. It is very warm in my room right now. I'll open a window. And welcome back. I am very much back. And well, Bahrain. This looks like one of the more straightforward tracks. When you get into the game, you get it for the first time. You got your certain tracks that you look at and you think, yeah, this could be rather straightforward. For example, Austria. I would probably lump Bahrain in with that kind of sentiment. But everyone probably has a strong opinion on Bahrain. You're either one of those who knows how to do it because of career mode and likes it, or absolutely despises it because you probably did 2 races at a time of career mode before starting a new one and then doing Bahrain entirely for the rest of your life. But yeah, I know people like them. I know people hate this track. One person that definitely does like this track is Steven. That's the one you should probably watch out for in this race. But we've got a couple of minutes, I think, until we go again. Just waiting for everyone. Just waiting for the look. As to when we can actually go. I'm going to double check chat, see whether that was actually put in. Starting 2 minutes. We should be going about now then. Yep, we're going now. Which is good. We're going to have 18 people for this one. I think we also had Said join us midway through. We did. Well then, here we go. The final race of this week. But yeah, we get to watch 14 more laps of racing today before we head into race 15 next week, 15 and 16, which would signify that only 6, I believe, left. There's about 6 races left. At the end of this one, we're about to go in to the race at Bahrain now. Actually, I can tell you how many is left after this. Yeah, 6. Austria and Baku next week. Monza and Suzuka the week after that. And then finally Miami and Brazil on the 24th, which is where this season will end. Will the title go that far? Guess we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. The way it's going, it's probably not likely. Boomer misses next week. Staber's got to step up. Staber realistically has to take a chunk out of Robin in this race. And then when Boomer is the next one, he has to do the same. Here we go, that's 5 red lights, Ferrari on pole, and here we go! Matt's going to start on pole, Joker's second, Reaper's third, Hallinan fourth, Major's got a better start, puts him up into fifth. Well, into fourth right now, actually. Is he going to go down the inside of Reaper there? We might see a few people having a bit of a meltdown. They look like Staber in 12th. We've got a few battles going on. Swen versus Luke. Oh, there goes Staber! A little bit of a tap sends Staber around. Robin also in 12th. He's going to go against Millsy right now, and he's going to get that position. And everywhere, it's just utter chaos up and down the grid right now. Battles everywhere as well. Joker gets past Reaper further up the grid. We're going to watch this as we see Bloodwave. Oh no, it's against... Oh, there goes Reaper! It was against Jack there. Jack comes out on top. Reaper drops all the way to 17th. Looked like Boomer's had a bit of a problem. Luke's dropped a position. Yeah, Aston Martin didn't get a great runaway there either. We are still watching people fly right now. Here comes Swen versus Hallinan on the outside. Robin gets Boomer. Mildy gets Luke. Hallinan holds Swen off just a little bit longer. Major versus Joker in the lead of the race. Looks like Major's had a little bit of a fall off against Joker right now. Actually going to have a look at that battle of these two go side by side into the final corner. A little bit of a switchback attempt I think may have been tried by Major, but not actually pulled off, as Major is going to use the slipstream down the straight here. Should realistically do quick and easy work of his teammate. Well, the teammate for the day. He actually doesn't. Joker's going to hold on for a little bit longer. When Matsson's in third and dragging everyone back, he currently sits over a second back. Blooden will get above and I think and Reaper are going at it. It's Major and Joker go side by side yet again. It looks like Saeed and Reaper are going at it now, and it looks like Saeed's going to win that battle. Still watching the fight at the front. Nobody outside of a second right now up until 13th. Staber still sits himself at the back. Robin all the way up in 8th. The championship leader gaining yet again. Yellow flag in sector 2. It's Reaper. As a few things happen there. Jack gets overtaken by Swen. Boomer's going to overtake Robin here, I think. He is. Down the inside. He's on a far quicker tyre. Millsy against Robin as well, looking to make that same advantage stick. Gonna go to the inside, a little bit of a tap I think there, but Robin's gonna be overtaken on the inside. And he might open the door here for Jack as well. Bear in mind, that's one there that we might want to look out for. Right now, Boomer in second, not really gapping Robin at all. And there you go, Jack versus Robin, who goes extremely wide and into the gravel as well. He might open the door for Bloodwave and for Luke here. They're going to charge him down. Donnie's going to get in front of Hallinan. Yellow flag in sector 3. Reaper just nowhere near in this race. Which is weird considering the last time we actually came here in sprint, Reaper, I'm pretty sure, won that race. Jack gets Millsy as Jack is trying to go and take a quick look at Boomer. Actually going to watch these two go side by side, and I think the McLaren's going to hold off the AlphaTauri a little bit as he now looks in front of him at the sight of a white horse. Basically trying to hold as much of a gap as he can on Robin. He would prefer if Robin makes a mistake and DNFs this race. I'm pretty sure everyone directly behind Robin in the championship would be appreciative of that. Right now, the two Red Bulls are far and away in the distance. We might have a new winner on the season. Yellow flag in sector 1. Reaper's out. That might bring out a safety car. That's going to bring out a virtual safety car. Not a full one, just a virtual. And while we don't get everyone back together, we do get the race neutralized a little bit. So that gives us a moment to go Joker. And to look at the actual leaderboard, Joker from Major, from Matt is 1, 2, 3, and I think the virtual safety car is a hint for Sven. I think that might have. Oh no, that's Robin and Boomer and Luke and Staber and all coming in. I mean, to be fair, the use of a safety car, virtual safety car, is going to save them quite a decent chunk of time. Onto the hards. Interesting call from Robin. He can't go soft to the end. I'm assuming, he believes he can't go soft to the end from here. So he's gone to the hards. He might be in relatively big trouble in terms of this race now then. Because the rest in front of him, two guys in front of it, directly in front of him, are both tier 1 and... Oh, Erm's just got a drive-through! Well, there goes one of the obstacles for Robin. Luke and Staber spun it, and there goes the other obstacle for Robin. Oh my god, they've both been removed in a matter of seconds. Well then, also a yellow flag coming in the middle of the field, and that's Millsy spinning it out. We go again from the safety car, virtual safety car, and everyone is all over the place. Boomer 20 seconds back. It looks like we've just had Hallinan, and Hallinan's gone round. That might have been a little bit of contact there with someone else, but he's gone round as well. Sven going after Jack. Jack and Sven also had a battle in the last race that was pretty intriguing. On the same set of tyres, actually, as they both currently are. Which would insinuate that Jack might actually have an advantage over Sven here as well. Here comes Donny against Matt. Donny on the inside. Donny should be able to finish this one off. Donny is going to be able to finish this one off. Donny up to third. The two guys at the lead just battling it out as we watched them go into the forefront. Versus Luke. Looks like that went into the favour of the Alpine, but he's going to have a battle on his hands when he goes through the drive-thru in a minute. And then Matt gets overtaken by Jack as well, and it looked like Sven looking to poke his head in this as well, as he's going to go to the inside of Matt here. Or he doesn't go to the inside of Matt here. Matt's going to hold him off for a little bit longer then, as Jack gets to look in as well. Sven just not able to get in front of the Ferrari just yet. DRS going to activate for pretty much everyone in the line here. Also activated for Major, but Major still not doing anything right now against his Red Bull teammate for the day. They're in pretty much level playing field. Who is quicker? And it looks like Jack overtakes Sven then. I think Bloodwave got him as well. Staber's left the session. Staber's not happy with something. I would assume that we'll find out soon enough. Still not an awful lot there for Major against Joker, and here we go. Some people are going to do their pit stops now. In comes Matt. It leaves Jack with DRS. Staber internet cut out. He left our party too. Ah, okay. That would make that would be a logical explanation. Joker finally overtaken by Major. These two are going to go wheel to wheel into the fourth corner, and it doesn't work out for the Joker, who gets overtaken by his Red Bull teammate for the day. Major looking like he might actually win this race. These still have to pit. Bearing in mind, Boomer right now, the first of those that haven't got to pit. He might be able to put himself right at the front here when everyone does come to pit in a lap or two. Yellow flag in sector 2 is an Alfa Romeo. I think that might be Hallinan. Let's see if Boomer goes past. Yeah, it is Hallinan that spun it. It is Hallinan that spun it. As Boomer's going to go on past and gain another position. Joker still fighting it out with his Red Bull counterpart at the front of the grid. You've got Jack trying to fight Donny. You've got Bloodwave trying to fight Jack. And you've got Will trying to fight Sven, who's just tacked himself in the back of Bloodwave as well. Those soft tyres probably starting to fall off a little bit. Staber's still trying to make sure his internet works. Major comes into the pits. Donny comes into the pits, sorry. Swen also coming into the pit to get 5 seconds of speed, which might just kill his race. Saeed into the pits, Mildy into the pits, all of them onto the medium tyres that they were on. Can Boomer get out in front of any of them? Major, bearing in mind, Major was second. Major actually went into the pits leading this race. Boomer coming through. Boomer doesn't get out in front of Major, however, does beat Donny out the pits. Gets 5 seconds of speed in the pit lane as he goes in for his drive-through. Boomer technically now third in this race. A long way ahead of Robin. Currently fighting it out with Saeed and Luke and co back there. You see Jack right now against Bloodwave. These two not pitted yet. The only other person yet to pit that actually could win this race at the moment sits there in first place. Joker right now on the soft tyre. Only 1.1 seconds ahead of Jack, who's a further 1.1 ahead of Bloodwave, who's only half a second ahead of the other Jack in the other McLaren, which has definitely not been confusing all night. Will in fifth, just another half second back on that. Boomer only a half second back on Major, but he's got fresher tyres. Is anyone coming into the pits this time round? I would assume Joker would. Joker does come into the pits, doesn't pick up 5 seconds. Jack comes into the pits, doesn't pick up 5 seconds either. So, leader of the race right now sits as Jack. Or Jacko, sorry, against Bloodwave, who's only 4/10 of a second back. No more DRS now left for Jack until he pits. Is Joker going to get out? Is Joker going to get out in front of Major, or is he going to get out in front of Boomer? Where is he going to be? It looks like Major's going past. Major has the lead of the race. It's going to be close between Joker and Boomer, but I think Joker's just about going to hold out. He's going to go side by side here with Boomer, and Boomer's going to get it done. Boomer's got it done. It looks like Donny's going to fight Jack in the background. Here comes Joker on Boomer yet again. These two fighting it out. Saeed gets 3 seconds. Boomer still has the position here on Joker. Oh, and they touched! They've touched! They have had to touch there. That's an awkward place to spin out. And Boomer and Joker. Oh, the chances of winning this race ripped right from them. And this. Oh, that's an Aston Martin in the background. Gone for a Beyblade in through the corner. Just had a bit of a failure in English. But that Swen dropping a few positions. We'll give Robin an extra position as well. Swen gets past Boomer. Jack comes in. Bloodwave comes in. And what was good for Boomer, looking as a disappointment now, he could have had it. Could have had at least second. Possibly even challenge for the lead of this race. All gone in an instant. Donny 2.5 seconds behind Major. Jack gonna try and get him here and does so very, very easily. And now Jack looking to eat out of Robin today. Able to put himself in basically third position right now. Will currently getting his shot right at Major as well, as Major looks to go past Bloodwave and Jack, who have actually come in and out in the lead. That is pretty impressive. I don't know how the hell they've managed that. Even with Major and co having the safety car at their pit stop, or virtual safety car at their pit stop, Jack and Blood have actually managed to get in the lead, and Jacko is actually holding off right now. They're on soft tyres as well, so Major's majorly disadvantaged. You would expect Will and Jack to get Major as well, and what looked like a smart play, the ability. Well, Major have actually the safety car. Boomer and Cara had the safety car there, virtual safety car at their pit stop. But yeah, Major had his chance. Bloodwave and Jack have launched their attacks. They've got in front. You would expect Jack and Will to be able to make the same moves. Here comes Bloodwave in the Alpine. He won the first. He's looking to make it a sweep today. He's got the DRS as well. Whilst he's not going to win a title, it will certainly help his cause for going further and further up the grid. 4/10 to a second now between him and Jacko. Major directly behind Jack and Will. The two cars following, Donny out of range. It's certainly the case of Joker and Matt and co back there as well. Swen also 3/10 of a second behind Boomer, who is 7/10 to a second in front of Robin. And Saeed just on the back of Robin as well. Staber in 14th. Also tacked himself on the back of this battle between everyone and Robin. Yellow flag in sector 1 for an Alfa Romeo, which is Hallinan. It doesn't spin, so it doesn't induce a safety car. It doesn't crash, sorry, so it doesn't induce a safety car. So realistically, the last chance we're going to get for one of those to make this race even closer than it was before. It looks like Bloodwave might be carrying this one to the end. I would be very surprised if Bloodwave doesn't win from here. Jack's outside of DRS. He might be susceptible to an attack from those behind him now. But Bloodwave should just ride off into the distance from here. Bloodwave setting the fastest lap. Yellow flag in sector 3 is Staber again! Oh, wow. It's definitely it's the most stable thing I've seen to have a couple of race weeks where he's absolutely blinded, followed by dropping an absolute stinker today. I think any chances of Staber's championship hopes have just been dashed. Especially with Robin at the top and gaining on him yet again. Boomer in second against Robin. Actually going against Swen right now. As Saeed takes a look at Robin behind him. Boomer not able to get past Swen. And the chances he had as well. He was very high up in the rankings today, up beside Major. Would have been able to eat a large chunk out of that lead that Robin had over him. Albeit Boomer's not here next week. And it's all gone. That is well and truly gone. Major's also lost all sights of Jack in front of him, and the Jack behind him might be able to have a go soon enough. Yellow flag in sector 2 is an Alfa Romeo again, and it's Staber going past Hallinan who spun it. Also a yellow flag in sector 2, I think that's Mildy. It is Mildy that's had the problem. And yeah, that's not good news for Mildy. It is good news for Saeed and Robin though, who were under attack, but essentially are able to ease up a little bit. Boomer versus Swen versus Robin to Aston Martin, Boomer in an Aston Martin sandwich. But honestly, he's running out of time to do anything in particular. As medium tyres still probably going to be in a much better condition than those hard tyres on the back of the on Robin's car. A lot more pace, sorry, not in better condition. Swen also trying to have a go at Matt here, by the looks of things. He was earlier, still trying to have a go at Matt now. Terminator's race also completely ruined by a drive-through penalty. He would have only been as high as Robin anyway. DRS enabled for both of them. Nowhere near the chance of getting Matt though. Actually going to have a look at this freeway battle that we currently have between Major, Jack and Will. Will's going to have a look around the outside. Jack's defended to the inside. Swen got past Matt. Jack's going to hold this position against Will just for now. Going to open the door a little bit for Major to try to open a gap, but Will, with the power of that Mercedes, going to get by. And he's going to have a real shot at Major here, especially in the next DRS zone. On the soft tyres as well. Definitely got more pace about those than those medium tyres on Major's car has. 2/10 of a second, and Major's able to hold on. Not had a lot of things happening recently as well, but you got a train of 5 or 6 in the middle there. You see as they come through turn 4, which is led by the Aston Martin of Swen, followed by the Ferrari of Matt and Boomer in behind. Then you've got another 3-car train following on that. Also got a 3-car train here as we see Bloodwave off in the distance and Jack also off in the distance as well. But I think this is Bloodwave's day. I think it might be 4 on the season, which is one of the highest totals I think I've seen from a sprint, especially from a non-title winner in sprint. I think he's too far back to win the title from here. But here comes Will against Major. Jack trying to hold himself onto the back of this, but not doing it very successfully. Here comes Will, opens the DRS, gonna get that on Major, got the tyre advantage on Major. He's got a lot of room to work with as well, and he's got to move, he's got to the inside, he's looking for it. He's still on the inside, and Major's just about done enough as Will's car's a little bit slidey. And here comes Jack against him. Jack's going to look to the inside of Will here. Also try to possibly push himself in against Major, but Will's going to hold on for a slight bit longer. Yellow flag in sector 2 for the Alfa Romeo of Hallinan, I think that is at the back there. Still a three-way battle for the lead. We're on lap 14 of 14. We will go to Bloodwave eventually. Also taking a look at this battle that is constantly developing between the 3 of these as we go through the final couple of laps. Definitely the final DRS section of the lap as well. And not really much else Jack can do now, and I don't think there's an awful lot Will can do to fight that to fight that Red Bull either. So with that, we're going to go to Bloodwave. You see that Donny has left the lobby as well. Joker's should be able to take advantage of that for an extra position as Bloodwave rounds the final corner. And my God, he's been dominant today. He's done it. He's 2 for 2, winning USA, winning Bahrain, and he's done the sweep for the day. He might be a little bit too far back to make it work for a championship with 6 to go. But at the end of the day, he's not ruled himself out. He's gained a lot of rubbing today with 2 wins. Jack's got 2nd. Major's got 3rd. He finishes on the podium. He probably thinks he should have had more. Will got 4th, not being able to make a move on Major. Jack gets 5th. Joker gets 6th after Donny's PS dies. Matt gets 8th after an overall pretty good day for him. Robbie gets 9th to extend his lead at the top of the championship. Swen gets 10th. Saeed gets 11th. Boomer gets 12th as he loses out 3 extra positions on Robin. 4 if you count the day. 5 if you count the race beforehand as well. Millsy in 13th, Luke in 14th. An absolutely horrid day for Staber as his championship challenge has just taken a bit of a dent. I'm in 16th, Hallinan in 17th, so it's not the greatest day for the championship leader. But he survived because everyone else at the top also didn't have the greatest day in the world. Guess the big winner of the day, the big winners of today are Bloodwave and Jack. There you go. Johnny had hope he would win in the first stint. And there you go. Bloodwave 242. There you go. End of the day's racing. Certainly A lot happening there. It's Bloodwave Day. It is well and truly Bloodwave Day. Not a lot of practice. By the looks of it, you didn't need a lot of practice. From the very back, all the way to the very front, a commanding drive. Commanding drive in the first, commanding drive in the second, and quite frankly deserved everything that he actually received today. Jack gets from 13th to 2nd. Major from 6th to 3rd, Will from 15th to 4th. Big risers at the end of the day. A few people also missed out quite dearly. And with that, I think I'm going to say goodbye until, what, Thursday night? Tier 1? Around Baku. Gotta be one hell of a race. In a bit.